Hi, I'm Kimberley Fraser from Cape Breton Island in Nova Scotia, and Fiddler Magazine has asked me to show you a tune that you would hear in Cape Breton. So I chose a great old reel that I love to play called Green Grow the Rashes in the key of G. So I'm going to play it for you first at full speed, and then I'm going to slow it down a little bit and break it into some smaller sections. So now I'm going to break this down a little bit further into some smaller phrases. And of course we've got an A part and a B part, and our A part is basically just 4 bars repeated. So here's our opening phrase, and if I forgot to mention before, this tune's in the key of G. So I'm going to start out with a pickup note of an open D. Here's our first phrase. And here's our second phrase. Here's our third. And here's our last. And we repeat all of that again. And if you notice, I'm incorporating the cut into this tune, and I'm using it on the open A notes, the quarter notes that are the open A's. And you can choose, I've heard this tune played with the cut on both A's in the A part. For me, I tend to play this more consistently with just the quarter note on the second A that pops up in that first part. But you can choose, depending on what you like more, you can choose to play both as cuts or even both as quarter notes, or one or the other. So the B part we're going to break down exactly the same way. Here's our first phrase. Play that one more time. Here's our second phrase. Third phrase. And our fourth. So that's the same as the end of the A part. When we play the repeat of the B, the ending is a little bit different, but it starts out the same way. So here's the last phrase again, and I usually play a quarter note on that A. If you want to play a cut, I've heard it that way too. Here's the repeat. Next phrase, same. Now here's a bit of a second ending that I've heard and that I play, but I've also heard the tune played the same way twice. Here's the second ending. And again, the same last phrase. So this version is closer to what is in the Athol collection, the Scottish book, with this second ending. But I've also heard this B part just played through the same 4 bars twice. So instead of that second ending, it would be this one again. So let me just give you a bit of context and play that whole B part one more time. enjoyed this tune. If you're interested in more online fiddle lessons for Cape Breton music, please visit my website at www.kimberleysessions.com, and you'll see a sample lesson, and you'll also find a blog about learning the fiddle in general and some more about Cape Breton music. And of course, check out Fiddler Magazine at www.fiddle.com.